welcome to Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's play the fourth episode. Good job at counting, Clark. Yeah, just me this time. Uh, Today it's just a lot of just oh man, I already forgot. I record the video, like the actual game, and then I record audio for it. I think I said that in the first Let's Play. Just because it's easier to make sure the audio balance is right. Not that that's been working for the past few videos, but it should be now because I'm working way harder at it. But yeah, so I keep forgetting what's in the videos I've recorded. So this one, we go to talk to the Chantry in Orlais, which is fun. Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves is it's not a pet peeve. It's just I think it's funny is that canonically the game is only supposed to take a year. But with all of the traveling that's going on, and this is before really paved roads and stuff, how can you get from Haven to Orlais? How can you get from Haven to Orlais? And that would take take 1 or 2 weeks, right? That wouldn't. And then not to mention you're going back from Orlais to Haven, then to Redcliffe, and this is the second time you've gone to Redcliffe, or maybe the third. So that's easily several months, and that's only to talk, and that's only getting you to talk to the Chantry, and only getting you to Dorian and Redcliffe. It's gonna take at least 2 years for everything. 2 or 3 years. I headcanon it 3 years, because just there's too much going on. There's too much traveling, especially by horse. And it's if you're going fast, it takes a week, I think. I don't know. Someone actually, because they're really awesome fans, someone actually for Origins calculated how much distance everyone was going, and how long it would take, and made a really great map of it. I think it was a week or two to 3 days on horseback if you're riding hard from from Haven to Redcliffe.
I will inform you if that changes.
So yeah, unless they're killing all of their horses and riding them into the ground, this game takes more than a year. Oh, I could hear myself breathing into the mic. I should move it back a little bit. Oh yeah, this quest always okay. Joseph, I hate how in Inquisition, if you play a Lavalin Inquisitor, everyone acts like they know about the day. Everyone, it's almost written everyone besides the Inquisitor knows about the Dalish. Solas tells you about the Dalish, and even though there's the annual Deca annual, all of the Dalish clans meeting up every 10 years, that Lavalin, if they aren't less than 10, would probably just a tiny infant Inquisitor. No, if Lavalin was Lavalin has probably gone to at least one. At least one. They know what other Dalish clans are or they have a better, or they have an understanding of what Dalish clans are like. And Josephine, she was saying right here, your people need to be approached carefully. I think they're asking for Lavalin to address them. I think Lavalin knows how to best address their own clan, people, their family that they've been living with their entire lives, or probably near their entire lives. And then Colin is we'll send soldiers, we'll physically intimidate, or we'll physically coerce them into thinking yeah, the Inquisition is great. No, calm down. Colin, this is why you get annexed, or not annexed. This is why you get appropriately shoved to coin duty.
To work?
Just make coins for just make gold for the Inquisition, please. Don't try to do anything diplomatic. This is a fun side quest.
Having the herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion. And we should ignore the danger to the herald. Let's ask him.
So he's sure, why not? Don't see how I'm safe basically nowhere.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together.
Josephine's sly smile.
We will see this through.
Take that, Colin. Okay, I live for the way Cassandra says Liliana, though. That is so beautiful. It has like so much. It's like such a flourish. It's gorgeous. I love Cassandra's voice. I'm trying to think. Like, I think Atheme's first impression of Orlais is like he sees it and he's like, "Wow, this is really beautiful." Totally wasted on the people that live here, though, or the aristocracy. Atheme is here to wreck shit.
The city still
Mourns my ass. I love cracking my own jokes. Get it, crack, ass, crack, ass. Oh, yeah, there we go.
They all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
Bro TP, Cassandra, and Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Liliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Meet my fist.
Only one thing
to their faces, you mean? Because I solve my problems with violence because I'm a man and I subscribe to toxic masculinity.
They wish to protect the people from us?
We knew there would be some kind of reaction.
But I didn't expect the Templars to make an appearance.
The people may just be assuming what the Templars will do. I've heard of no concrete.
No concrete
You
plan.
think the orders return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
It just means I have a larger audience to convince.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
See, I don't think Atheme would be really, like, just naturally as a mage, I don't think he'd really feel inclined to talking with the Templars, especially as an elven mage. And I headcanon that he was taken by Templars to a circle, so I think that would make it even more likely that he's just like, nah, Templars aren't worth it. As, like, I have not done the Templar side quest yet. I really want to. I think I'm gonna do, like, an evil run-through where I do, or, like, a confused Inquisitor who makes a bad decision and spends the rest of the game trying to make up for it. I mean, the mages are just obviously the best choice. Just, sorry. Yeah, I'm surprised, I feel like a little confused by Cass's writing. Oh, also warning, so we mentioned this in the last mod, or in the last episode, but the mod does make it look like some characters have blackface on. So that's a few characters like that are coming up right now, just as a warning, if you want to skip ahead.
Hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder.
Just the Inquisitor's like, what the fuck?
Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false would say no elf in our hour of need.
That casual speciesism. I love the thing was like, I'm running as fast as I can away from that like Herald of Andraste nonsense hogwash. I literally have just been screaming nonstop, I am not the Herald. Don't I don't get where you're getting this.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I'm simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
Yep, there we go. Looks good.
The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
I don't think she deserved that, really.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Oh yeah, I always feel like the stoic option, the one, am I supposed to be impressed? I feel like it's like less, I feel like that's less stoic than like not here for us or something. I don't know, I like to nitpick, I'm very pedantic.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition. As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is
Because violence
mine.
is so much better than fear-mongering. And it, like, committing, like, violent, murderous atrocities is better than fear-mongering. God, I love watching, like, past me's, like, 5-minute decision for these tiny bits of dialogue.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches. I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh. But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if... You are
God,
called
it just looks so bad. I'm really sorry. If you guys would rather...
I will make the
oh
Templar
wait.
Order a power that stands alone against the void.
Can't believe this NPC keeps interrupting me.
Deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Varric, where were you?
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Solas, where were you?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write
I
him
would.
off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Oh man, I was gonna say, oh yeah. If you'd like me to, if anyone would like me to remove the mod, because like it's only the concept Solas mod. So if you guys would like me to turn it off or remove it, so that and so that there's not that blackface stuff, just let me know,
Why do you want to know?
because I will totally do that. If I do it though, just as a warning, you probably won't be able to see it until like the next 2 or 3 episodes, or like 2 or 3 episodes from now, just because I record these in advance. And I write over the save files on accident. I keep trying to tell myself, Clark, you may need to go back for like the Let's Play reasons, and I just don't. I just go write over my own save files anyways because I'm a doofus
What do you
and
think,
I
Cassandra?
don't really think when I do things. I just kind of like, there's a monkey clashing cymbals very loudly in my head, and there's like some green amorphous blob of like
Haven is a mess.
slime that's making gurgling noises, and
Invite her.
it's my thought process for the most part. It doesn't really help when I'm in school and trying to focus in
We need
class.
good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but
Oh yeah, at this point in the Inquisition, Athene's still not sure if he wants to really be here. I think he's really kind of like, if he feels like the Inquisition isn't going to work out, there's the arrow. He will leave,
With a message?
and or you know, he was planning to leave if he felt like he was in danger, or if the Inquisition was going to start punishing or reprimanding mages in any way, or kind of be like a circle tower point 2.0. So I think he's really not deferring, but he's just kind of taking as little as little leadership as possible, and he's trying to avoid taking that kind of responsibility because he's not really interested in it. And I think naturally, just as a person, he's really not interested in leading others,
Seeking only to speak with
which
the
means Inquisition really sucks for him. I'm actually like thinking about it more now, and I think I really think his little sister would be the best Inquisitor. Her name's Adishara, and I think she just may be my actual canon Inquisitor. I just really love Athene, and I've had him for the longest as an OC, so that's why I have a Let's Play dedicated to him. I'm actually like, I think I've said this, I really like cannot finish the game until I've done this, because if I try finishing the game I will cry, and I'm not ready to cry. I cry too much already as is. That mental illness feeling, wink wink. I love how she's cradling her stomach, but she was punched in her head. She looks like she's gonna throw up, but she should just have a really bad headache right now. Oh, and then Cassandra's foraging. Or peeing. I don't know, I feel like if she's peeing I shouldn't be looking. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I'll just turn away from my screen right now until you're done. That makes it hard to commentate on the video though. I really love so much of the character design and just the fashion in Dragon Age, but one of my biggest questions is why do the Chantry members wear so much leather? It looks like underneath their robes they should be like
How are people responding to
part of like a weird bad boy band, or bikers or something. They actually ride, like, they just all ride black horses around like motorcycles, and they were the original like gang. I don't know. I'll say something that I think is funny, or like I don't actually really know what I'm saying as I'm kind of rambling on. I just keep going and going and going, and you know, like someone with a little more wisdom or someone with like a little more awareness would probably be like, maybe I should think a little bit more before I open up my mouth. But I don't really feel like that. That just like, I feel like there's so many mistakes to make, and because there's so many people to scare off and so many ways to alienate myself from others, I just gotta keep going. That was sarcasm, by the way, just in case. I really actually do not like alienating myself from others, and it is super embarrassing to make mistakes. Not that it should be, like, as long as you're willing to learn from your mistakes, it shouldn't be embarrassing. Real truth on the Dragon Age Let's Play, because Clark is going everywhere, 1,000 miles an hour. I realized that I had actually recorded and asking almost every question of this lady, because I was like, oh, maybe people want to hear this. I'll be quiet during this. I'm talking anyways. I forget, like, I have like a little plan and a little checklist of things I'm going to comment on as I'm recording the actual video. And then 2 or 3 days later, when I remember that I recorded the video, I'm like, oh, I should record audio for it. I forget all of it. And this is actually the 3rd time I've tried recording audio for this entire episode, because I just didn't feel like I was getting it right, and now I'm just like, I should really just publish this. I'm done. Really done being super meticulous and not micromanaging, but over analyzing all of my thoughts and commentary. Oh, this is cool. This is just about how they dumped a bunch of chemicals into the lake to make it look like a mirror, or something to perform magic with, and it ended up killing a lot of people, or killing a lot of fish. I love all the care that goes into crafting the world, and all of the small details and all of the world building that goes into it. I think it makes playing the game really rewarding, because like if you like that kind of detailing, and if you like to be really immersed, it gives you all of those opportunities to be, and makes you work for it a little bit more too, by like looking around and doing certain tasks or going about certain ways. It's fun. I love the Randy Dowager quarterly, and Dorian references it too, which is amazing. So God bless. I love that the characters will actually reference like codexes and stuff. That's cool. LOL, I just jumped over that sick old lady. I got some sick air jumping over that sick lady who has some kind of like ambiguous illness because she's not clutching her head. And here I just sell everything I don't need. I got really confused because I had, right here, I like paused for a minute. I was like, why? And I realized that I had a different mod installed, and I forgot to like disable it when I was getting other mods working, because I'm constantly tweaking with mods, and I was making a themes Two Sisters and Inquisition during this, and I'm probably gonna make, I really wanted to do a let's play with, or not a let's play, but a playthrough with the themes Keeper. And I'm realizing that I'm just going to be making vaguely different decisions with all these characters. And, because I have a really hard time writing characters that are different from each other. I don't know how people write really vivid characters, through their personality. Like, I'm pretty good at designing characters and making them look way different from each other, but when it comes to likes and interests and dispositions, it's always like, it's how I would respond default, and it's really bad. In this episode, though, I think we only get to see Vivienne and not Sarah. Though Sarah's introduction scenes is one of my favorites. I love Sarah so much. I feel like what really frustrates me is that in her romance, I mean, like, okay, I think BioWare could have gotten away with not helping her through her spiritual crisis, through, like, just being friends, but in her romance arc, why can't you help her, like, reconcile, like, her beliefs? Like, why can't you help her try and, not, I mean, because she's so thoughtful and knowledge-seeking, and she's actually a lot more curious than she gives herself credit for. And I think you see evidence in that, and, like, how she interacts with Solas, but also, like, how she talks to herself, how she kind of, like, the little bits of information she, adds when she's talking about, Andraste, specifically. And I wish you could help her in some way ease her doubt, or help her come to some kind of conclusion or a path towards a conclusion, rather than just her getting angry at you and you having to be like, okay, we can't disagree on this, that's fine. Because I don't know, I just feel like it would have made her character so much more interesting, and I feel like it would have made more sense for her character. I don't know why they have the whole, like, her second guessing Andraste stuff and no arc in regards to her religious beliefs. Yeah, that was my spiel on that. I feel so protective of Sarah and Dorian too. They're like my children. I don't know, I feel so paternal towards them. Like, I want to, like, gather them up and hug them and just be, you guys are my best, you guys are my favorites. I'm gonna just, you can't see, but I'm actually making a sweeping arm gesture hug towards, like, a bear hug gesture, and just smiling like a goofball, because I don't know, they're just they're both so funny and they get along. I feel like they're just like siblings. I feel like they're like unofficially Cassandra's little siblings.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your
And then he was
fellow
like,
mages.
way ahead of you, buddy. Now he was just gonna charge at it himself.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Cass, you could have been a little nicer. I mean, especially since you were advocating to getting the mages first in the first place. Like, you argued with Colin about this. I feel like you'd be like a little more, you'd be a little less contemptuous of mages.
Master Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
Don't walk into anyone, a theme. That'd be a little clumsy.
Pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them.
I like how they're holding their arms like slightly out, like they're ready to like hug or flee.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
How can we hear what she's saying? Like, how's the ruffles not muffling her voice?
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a
Your
man
face
of
can't be
years.
good for a man of your
And
years.
of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Atheme does kind of have fish lips, I'm realizing. Like, his upper lip is like larger than his lower lip and it kind of juts out. It's cute.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject.
That
for
might
wild
not be the
tales.
best for the Inquisition's reputation.
What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
Okay, but it looks like you have
Everyone knows
a
it's
loaf
just an
of
excuse for a
leavened
bunch
dough
of
on your head,
political
so...
outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army.
To kill demons, yes.
We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside
and answer the charges.
Vivienne!
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Vivienne!
Madam
Yes!
I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Not kidding. When I first saw the Vivienne cutscene, my jaw dropped because I didn't really know who Vivienne was. And I was like, oh, who is she? I want to romance her. You can't romance her, which sucks. But she's so cool. She's so cool. And I can't believe it was this hard for me to make a decision. Maybe I was as overwhelmed by Vivienne now as I was playing the game.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
I mean, and her voice doesn't it make you just want to smile? Like, it's just...
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard, and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
The lighting always hecks me up a little bit because it just looks so surreal and unreal.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
I'm trying to think.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With divine Justinia dead, the chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Atheme's first reaction to Vivienne is not as positive as mine. Because I think he doesn't like force.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Yes, and he doesn't like to associate with the Chantry, and she's pro-Chantry, or sort of.
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart, and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
I think the answer she gives to this next question, though, makes him
What's
be like,
in this for you?
The same thing
gives him a
anyone
good
gets by
impression.
fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
I think he really respects her, even though, just obviously, and I think most people are going to disagree with Vivienne's politics, even though I think most people misunderstand her politics.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to who?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
He sees that she also doesn't like war, that she also feels like... he doesn't... Oh, sorry.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows. Magic will find neither on its
And he
own.
understands her reasoning. So he understands her reasoning, but he doesn't agree. That's...
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best,
unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
So I think, like, his initial impression is negative, but
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
but he wants to give her a chance, and he wants to, he really wants to like her. Because there are so many reasons to love her. She's so cool. She, okay. I'm gonna try to organize all my thoughts. She is so smart. She handles people very well. She's really witty. She's quick. She's very tactful and skillful. She's very brave. She's tenacious. She's determined. She's driven. She's well read. She's really amazing. I love her so much. And two, it's like she's not unreasonable. I think a lot of people like treat her as if she hates mages, and she doesn't hate mages. I think a lot of what she says and what she does is her playing a game. The game, literally. Uh-oh, talking to Poop Face. I just don't like Colin.
Shoot in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Colin is really overrated, too.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance.
Don't try to buddy up with a theme. You can't be friends with him. I'm sorry, his mom is saying no.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Your face? Yeah.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
If they gave him a redemption arc, it'd be so much easier to, like, tolerate him.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost and action comes too
Yeah, you really don't, though.
Still a lot of
None of your actions say you do.
So Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying. I'm inexplicably smug sometimes. I don't know how it works with my character. It's no... They don't give him a redemption arc. They just say he's redeemed. He's beating himself up, so he's okay. But he, like, totally... He doesn't change his opinions of the Templars. He doesn't... I mean, of the mages. Like, everything he does is mostly for the Templars, not mages. It's like he doesn't try to make any... He doesn't try to reconcile anything with... Or reconcile his hate with the mages with anything, you know? He just... Also, and this is super shallow and super awful and is totally on me, but I feel like his eyes are too far into his skull. And it weirds me out. See, it's really shallow. I get really shallow and it's bad, and I shouldn't do that, but... Because, you know, I don't think it's appropriate to make fun of anyone's facial features or anyone's appearance, even if you really hate them. And I totally just did, so... I love Charter. Charter is so amazing. Two, she has a canonical girlfriend. If you guys read Mage Killer, the comic for Dragon Age Inquisition, it's so good. It also has Dorian in it. Oh, and he talks so much, and he's so funny, and he's such a nerd. And he's like, I love Dorian, and I love getting to see more of Dorian, especially the to actually see how he fights in canon. The illustrations are so great. He's such a showman. He's so showy and flashy, and it's wonderful. I really resent using the term sassy or flamboyant with him because I feel like that's super close to stereotype, especially because he's like the first romanceable gay guy that we've had for Inquisition. So
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Soap opera? Game show?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant...
It's really hard to see Liliana like this, especially like since I'm playing Origins right now.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
I actually had canon that Athene would get along pretty well with Liliana. I mean, because they both like animals. Athene adores animals, and he's not really good with them, and it's kind of sad. Yeah.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter. You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses as well as the capital.
Athene just looks so pissed. Colin, it's great.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere. But to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
How did Josephine's sleeves work? Are they comfortable?
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support
You're
for their
talking to a
cause.
mage, Cass.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
See, that response actually makes sense for a theme at that point.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is
not familiar with them.
They're an ancient order that has existed to fight darkspawn invasions since the first blights thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared entirely. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Also, sorry if there's any ambient noise that you can hear. I realize that there's some loud things going on. Anyways, that is the episode. I'm gonna level up a theme, but thank you so much for watching. See you for episode 5, hopefully. Feel free to comment anything about your Inquisitor or your OCs. Love to hear about them. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye. A little late, BioWare.